Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. For this video, it's going to be a little different as it's not going to be about me. Well, maybe a little bit, but it's focused on my dad's car. If you're new here, or maybe you don't know, my dad has a red Trans Am turbo car. It's an F-body, like 98 to 02. I don't know exactly what year. He's had it for a good bit now, probably a little bit longer than I've had my car, I would say. I'm sure he'll chime in the comments below and know specifically how long, but he's had it for a while, so it's been through many different phases. The only thing he really hasn't changed is the engine. He got it on a trade from somebody in Texas. Dude trailered it all the way down here and they traded cars straight up. Originally, it was a rear-mounted turbo kit. He wasn't really a fan of that, so he went to nitrous, which he was more familiar with. Then he wanted boost again, so he went and got a 1.3 turbo kit, and it's had a handful of turbos on it since then. In the time of owning the car, he's always done a lot of racing with it, I feel like. Mainly bracket racing, like the Cecil County Streetcar Shootout, stuff like that. Random test and tunes. I know he's raced it a lot years ago than he does now in current time. So always just kind of a bracket car, just a consistent A to B car. He would foot brake it. Sometimes he'd use the trans brake on the 4L80 that it had at the time and pretty much just play around with it. So after running like mid to high nines for so many years, he decided to turn it up a little bit more, start leaning on it. I probably had a little influence on that. I mean, it's supposedly has a pretty good motor. Supposed to be like a forged 6.0. It's got trick flow heads. The motor's never been apart and it's been beaten on, so we really don't know what's in it. It could be a stock bottom end for all we know. Apparently the 4L80 that was in it was supposed to be this nice build, and all it was a stock 4L80 with a valve body and a trans brake. So as I was getting my car out there and turning it up, running faster and faster, he kind of started doing the same thing. So it was Fall Brawl 2022, so almost 3 years ago now. Coincidentally, we ended up lining up with each other first pass of the day. I think my car at the time might have been running like 580 6.0s. I think it went like 930 in the quarter, something like that. It still was a stock bottom end 4.8 with the 78-75. So super simple. So we lined up, and I'll just play the clip.
And we say bye-bye.
So as we left the ticket booth, he was like right on my bumper. He was beeping, trying to go around me, and I didn't know anything was wrong. I just thought it spun the tires, and that was it.
What's up? Maybe something wrong. What happened? It looks like it's wet around the cap, like it's like came out of there, maybe.
Out of here. No, I don't think it came out of here.
Well, it ended up getting super hot, and it ended up lifting a head, and it kind of just sat for a long time, for months. And the reason for that is strictly because of the car. Every time he works on that and I see it, I'm like, I am glad I do not have that car. I would never want an F-body after seeing everything he's got to do to get stuff out and install stuff, and it's just not an easy car to work on at all, especially when you're in the driveway. So ended up getting to work, pulled the heads off, took it to the machine shop, changed the head gaskets. If I remember correctly, I think it just lifted the head. It didn't really hurt the gasket or anything. So while we were at it, he ended up putting a Holley on it.
Yeah, should be all right.
We try?
Yep.
since he had it, it's been stock computer with HP tuners, which it did really well with, but it had a lot of extra stuff for like the boost controller and all that, and with Holley being all in one, it was just simpler for his combination. So went on Holley, super easy swap. At that point, we were just enjoying it around town, just having fun with it, driving it around now that it was back on the road.
So when you hit that from a roll, it's going to go off the boost ramp, so it's going to go light and then it'll give you full boost.
So just as we think everything's good, we went to go make a street hit, and it hurt the 480.
Alright. I'm gonna power you. I just do it on the brake.
Finally, that thing, it went into overdrive when it wanted to. It was just tired, I think. So finally, it just gave up. So he thought, might as well just put a turbo 400 in it instead of spending the money to get all that done. You know, the 480 stuff ain't cheap. It's heavy. It's a heavy car. The turbo 400 just better application for the car. So got that. Like I said, sat for a few months because work's slow on the car, and finally decided to take it to the track to dial everything in. Still didn't really dial in the Holley with the fuel table. We worked on the boost control on the street, but obviously at the track making a pass, it's better. He hasn't shifted the car since he had it, so he had to get used to shifting the car since it's got a 400 now, and just pretty much seeing what it would do. So we went to Capitol, made a few passes on the last pass. I don't know if you guys seen that video or not. I know it got a decent amount of views, but I'll link it right up here so you guys can click it and watch it. The whole transmission just exploded.
What? How? Like all the yoke and all. Bell housing, yoke. That's gonna be fun to clean up.
It was crazy. I ain't never seen nothing like it, especially nothing happen to our stuff like that. So at this point, it seems like every time you make a pass in the car, something breaks. $2,000 every pass. It's just not worth it. So got a new 400 for it. Got everything fixed that it damaged. New drive shaft, all that. The rear end had been leaking for a while, so he ended up getting a new gear set for it. It got 325s in the 9-inch. It did have 390s, so that should help with the traction issues that it's always had. Got them put in. Everything seemed to be good. He's ripping it around town. So since everything's good, might be good enough to start making passes. So that's where we are today. And let's get to the video.
Did it download? Might have to get a little closer. must have prepped this, because it's real sticky. That was probably the best pass the car made in 3 years. Come up. Let it sit on the brake a little bit, Bill. More. Yeah, you're good. I guess.
Alright, so there you have it. I wanted to make this video separate from mine. That way my dad, he can go back and watch it, and it's just his car. All in all, it did great. Better than it has in a long time. Especially being that we didn't even really touch the laptop. I mean, I checked it one time after the first pass because it spun as it got out of the rubber. So I'm like, you know, what's even in the tune? Like, who knows? It was a pretty slow ramp to 20 pounds with a timing retard. So a super slow, safe A to B pass. And it did pretty good. I mean, it's the first time the car's ever been on a slick. It's the first time he's been on a slick in probably 20 years. So I think it did pretty good. That second pass was the best one. It went like 670. That's not bad for really not even being set up for the street. So he was happy with that. I think he got his motivation back because now he wants to go back. I think we're going to go back tomorrow. So I'll have another video of us making some laps on the street. Probably going to turn mine up a little bit depending on how the street looks. But yeah, all in all, both the cars are running phenomenal. We're happy about that. When the cars are down or broken or got issues, yeah, that's no good. So we're happy with it. So yeah, stay tuned. That's my dad's car. If you didn't know, now you know. I'll see you guys on the next video. Thank you for watching.